All right, Colorado, we are back. And it's time once again for us to head into the offseason after an unsuccessful playoff run. Yes, we managed to make it to the second round for the first time under GM Superb Man, but in that second round, we faced the St. Louis Blues, the same team that swept us out of the playoffs in year number 2, and man, they might as well have done it again. Yes, we managed to get 2 wins. Yes, we managed to push it to game number 6, but our offensive rating, 97 overall, and this team just went through 6 playoff games and failed to have a single game where we managed to score 3 goals. 97 overall for offense, going through 6 games, not being able to have a single game with 3 goals, man. So we got wrecked, and we got a lesson taught to us. Offense wins games, defense wins championships. I've been reading the comments. Let's see what you guys are saying. And yeah, you're right. The St. Louis Blues, Colton Parayko, Alex Pietrangelo, Kevin Shattenkirk is still there, Jay Bouwmeester. These guys wrecked us. So, boys, we got to get to the NHL entry draft in this video, and I will say it right now. I might as well tease it. There will be a blockbuster trade. That's right. I thought that this team could get it done in the playoffs, and, I mean, look at that. 97 for offense. The defense is pretty good. 91. The goaltending certainly wasn't the issue there against the St. Louis Blues. Jean-Luc Picard gave us the chance. The 2 victories in that series were games where we only managed to score 2 goals. I mean, how much more do you want out of your goaltender? There was only one game in there where he allowed 5. I think it was game 2. Every other game, he gave us a chance to win. And the Stanley Cup champions in year number 4, the Toronto Maple Leafs. So Austin Matthews finally breaks the curse for Toronto. Now, let's see. Do you think the St. Louis Blues went all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals? That would make it the 3rd year in a row that we lost to the best team in the Western Conference. So let me just go, Russia, forwards. No, we already have enough forwards on this damn team, so let's go defenseman for 3 weeks. Let's get to the NHL entry draft, and I just want to let you guys know, we will not be doing any simulating for year number 5 in this video. I have some plans. I want to make a blockbuster trade. I want to do the re-sign stage. I don't think we're going to have much cap space for free agency. I want to get to preseason, see what kind of growth we have, and then I want to leave it there so that you guys can chime in for a trade, because next year we got to get it done. There's no more waiting around. The accelerated rebuild is over. So here are the draft results for the year 4 draft. Minnesota, they're going first. The New York Islanders, they're going second. The Calgary Flames are going third. Damn, Minnesota 1-7. Carolina's got 12-14. Okay, so we're not up there. Do we have yeah, we have our first round pick this year. I didn't trade that sucker away. So I'll have to figure out if I want to trade it away in the blockbuster trade. I got some scouting to do. I have an idea, but the statement that I just made about offense wins games and defense wins championships, and maybe it's time that we trade away one of our forwards for a bona fide young defenseman of the future. So we don't have any retired players. Oh shit! You know what I should have done there? I should have checked around the NHL. Oh well, you guys forgive me. So here we go. Let's take a look at the awards, the player stats, all that good stuff, and then we'll jump into the NHL entry draft. So your Stanley Cup champions, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Damn, looks like the Atlantic Division has been dominating over the last 3 years. The Tampa Bay Lightning, the Montreal Canadiens, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. President's Trophy goes to the Washington Capitals. Clarence S. Campbell. There it is again, boys. So the St. Louis Blues, even though the Stanley Cup has stayed in the Eastern Conference over the last 3 years, the St. Louis Blues once again made it to the Stanley Cup Final. So if there's a silver lining, if there is a positive that you can take from these playoff runs, even though we haven't achieved what we set out to achieve, we have lost every single time to the best team in the Western Conference. Not the Stanley Cup winner, but in year 2, the St. Louis Blues in round 1, they went all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. Year number 3, the Vancouver Canucks in round 1. We pushed it to a game 7. They went all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. And now here in year number 4, we made it to the second round up against the Blues. They beat us, and once again, they beat I don't know who it was. Was it the Anaheim Ducks? They beat whoever in the Western Conference Finals and go to the Stanley Cup Finals. So, I mean, we're just getting the wrong matchups, and it's that damn Central Division, man. The Central Division is tough. So that at least is some good news. Awards. I didn't take a look at the individual awards. Hang on a second here. Player awards. Art Ross goes to Patrick Laine. Hart Memorial, Patrick Laine. James Norris goes to Morgan Riley. Lady Byng, Kyle Connor. Calder Memorial, David Levin of the New York Islanders. Conn Smythe goes to Harold Bluetooth. The Vezina Trophy goes to Braden Holtby. That makes sense with that President's Trophy. Same thing with the William M. Jennings. Bill Masterton goes to Jamie Alexiak. Frank J. Selke goes to Patrice Bergeron. Ted Lindsay to Patrick Laine. And Maurice Richard. Yeah, man, public enemy number one for Colorado Avalanche fans. Vladimir Tarasenko. All right, so that is that. Now, player stats. Let's take a look at who showed up for us in the playoffs and who did not. I know that Nathan MacKinnon dominated in the first round, and yeah, I don't know, it was like 9 points, I think, in 5 games played. So he only had 2 points, 2 goals, I believe it was, because he had 5 goals, yeah. So 2 goals in 6 games in that second round, not the greatest. I guess no one's going to have great stats after that second round. No one scored goals. Maxime Comtois was 7 points, Adam Henrique was 6, Jonathan Drouin with 6, Nolan Patrick only 1 goal, Emile Poirier with 5, Mikko Rantanen, the sniper, with no goals. That's not good. Frederic Gauthier with 4, Clayton Keller 3, JT Comfort 3, Tyson Jost 2 goals. Okay. Defensively, who showed up for us? Tyson Barrie with 4, Cam Fowler, Derek Pouliot, not a lot of goals there. Ryan Murray, who is now an 80 over. What the hell? Why is he 80 over? What the hell, Ryan Murray? Woo! I did not follow this. Maybe this was the reason we were losing games. Well, no, Ryan Murray wouldn't contribute to our lack of offense. He's a defensive defenseman. He'd contribute to goals going in. Whoa, lost morale because of ice time. Ice time, ice time. What the hell, man? I didn't see any notifications for ice time. Jeez, Ryan Murray. It's a contract year for him as well. I might have to cut Ryan Murray. Okay, well, that's interesting. And goaltenders, let's see with Jean-Luc Picard. Can't blame him. Save percentage, .918. Goals against, 2.23. No, I'm not going to blame Jean-Luc Picard, all right? So, boys, and he's dropped to an 86 overall as well. Damn, this playoff run hurt us. This was the year to get it done. It went nowhere, and people are dropping off. Ryan Murray dropped off. Freaking Jean-Luc Picard dropped off. All right, so that is that. Am I forgetting anything else? No, let's not waste any time. Let's head straight into the Year 4 NHL entry draft. So, boys, I promised you a blockbuster trade. I'm going to do it. Now, I have to do a little bit more pre-scouting. I already have an idea of what I want. Let me go and just make sure it can work out with all the contracts and everything, okay? So give me 1 second. So I promised you guys a blockbuster deal, and look at this sucker right here. Mikko Rantanen and Chris Bigras of the Colorado Avalanche being sent over to the Eastern Conference to the Philadelphia Flyers in exchange for Travis Sanheim, Travis Konechny, and a second-round pick. Now, I might as well just let that sink in. You guys are going to be crazy in the comment section, but I have a reason for this, so just let me justify it. We saw what the 97 offense did in the playoffs. When you run up against a tough defensive team like St. Louis, it's not going to matter. So all the offense that we have on this team, it seems like it's overkill. Okay, we have too many goal scorers. And Mikko Rantanen, he's that sniper who hasn't exactly produced the way we want him to. Now, he's got a lot of trade value. 89 overall. He's 23 years of age. He's a sniper. He's got 3 years left, 4 years, but 3 more years after this one's done at just under $5 million. If we take a look at his individual stats, got a lot of good stuff here. Hang on a sec. There it is. His shot is 5-star. Could even get better. Puck skills 5-star. Passing's not the greatest. Offensive awareness is only 87. Could get better. His defensive category, 88 for defensive awareness as a sniper, which is great. But if you look at how he has simulated, you know, this year we put him on the first line with Nolan Patrick. Only 23 goals, which is okay, right? But we have other 30-goal scorers on this team. And he's had that 3 years in a row now. 23, 23, 23, 51 points, right? He's not exactly a playmaker either. And a telling stat for me is the playoff stats. Look what this guy has done now over the last 3 years. The first series against the St. Louis Blues, when they swept us out, he had 1 goal in 4 games played. Okay, fine. His first playoff run. His second year, you know, the 7-game comeback against the Vancouver Canucks, not a single goal. And we're paying this guy $5 million as a sniper. And then third chance, the third strike, and you're out. 2 rounds, 11 games played. And in a series where we were dying for offense, A sniper making almost $5 million a year doesn't score a single goal. Yeah, he had assists, but I mean, I'm not paying him for assists. I'm paying him for goals, right? So we gave Mikko Rantanen the shot here, and it just seems like he's not simulating well. And if you look at who we have, I mean, McKinnon and Drouin, they're going to be aligned. Drouin's already the sniper. You don't need to have the two snipers there. And then the other two, it's going to be Maxime Comtois, who is a playmaker, and Nolan Patrick, who is a power forward. And for me, power forwards are almost more like snipers than they are playmakers. These guys can get goals. And look what Nolan Patrick has done for us. This guy had a 32-goal season. He had 20 goals last year in only 50 games played. So you don't need to put Nolan Patrick and Mikko Rantanen together. You need to find a playmaker for Nolan Patrick, and we already have that in Maxime Comtois, okay? And then we can just fill out the rest of the lines with JT Compher, another guy in there. So Mikko Rantanen, it's just overkill. And if I'm going to bring back a good defender, I need to send one. That trade value is nice. So we're going to send Mikko Rantanen over along with Chris Bigras. Hang on, I'll just show you guys Chris Bigras. This is a blockbuster deal, and I want to make sure you guys know exactly what my train of thought is. Chris Bigras here was the one defenseman we were thinking we need to upgrade from. His stats are pretty decent. If this guy was making like $2 million or less, I would love it. But he's almost at $4 million per year, and we have a big contract year this year. I mean, we got to get Barry back, Pouliot back. We got to get Nolan Patrick a contract. For a guy who's playing top 6 minutes, almost at $4 million per season, it's just not working out, right? So we can upgrade Chris Bigras into Travis Sanheim and send them back another defender to replace Travis Sanheim for them. Now, hang on a second here. Travis Sanheim. I'll just show you guys why it works out for them. So I wanted Ivan Provorov so bad, but there's no way I'm going to get that trade value. And it makes sense if you're looking at it from realistic perspective. You know, they hold on to their best defenseman. They ship out their second best defenseman. They get Bigras back. So that means they still have Provorov, Gostisbehere, Morin, and Hag. There's 4. Gudas and what's his name? Bigras, all right? So there's 6 defensemen. And then if you look at their forward core, you know, the Philadelphia Flyers, they have all these centers. Claude Giroux is still going to play with Jacob Voracek, but then they have, you know, Braden Shen, Sean Couturier. So give them another sniper to fill out their top 6, and I will take back Travis Konechny, who's a left-wing playmaker, medium top 6. And the reason I want this guy is because he reminds me of another JT Compher. His passing is 90, his offensive awareness is 86, his defensive category is just fine. He's got a good shooting category, so you can put him alongside of Nolan Patrick and Maxime Comtois, or you can put him alongside of Jonathan Drouin and Nathan McKinnon, and their contracts are really nice as well. Rantanen and Bigras were both 4 years left. Rantanen was at $5 million basically. Bigras was almost at $4 million. These guys are just less than them, so I'm saving about what is that, like just over 600,000? And it's 3 years left for both of these guys, and I might be able to pick up the second-round pick as well. So that is my thought process, boys. It'll make sense when we get to preseason, when I can actually show you the lines. Let me know if you think this is a good trade or not. I want to see if I can also get that second-round pick. So that's enough explaining. Will it go through? Yes, it did. On behalf of the Philadelphia Flyers organization, I accept your trade offer, and we'll see you out on the ice. Thank you very much for your contributions to our team, Rantanen and Bigras, but it's time that we move on. All right. So, boys, now look at our quickly look at our defensive core. I think that's the only trade I'm going to make right now. We don't have to free up any cap space. So we got Cam Fowler, Travis Sanheim, 2 lefties now. Tyson Barrie, who can play alongside of Sanheim and Fowler. Merkley, who's going to come up this year as well. We can use Derek Pouliot on the top 6, and he can be on the first-line power play because I don't like his defensive numbers. So I don't want to be giving him too much 5-on-5 ice time, but his passing and his offensive awareness is great. So load him up on the first-line power play. He won't get angry, and you have the beginning of a sweet-ass defensive core. And even though we dropped Rantanen, we still have, look at all these forwards. I mean, we got Patrick, we got McKinnon, we got Drouin, we got Maxime Comtois, we signed Adam Henrique, we got Konechny, we got Compher, we got Frederic Gauthier, Clayton Keller, Tyson Jost is down here. We are just fine, all right? So that is a long-ass explanation, boys, but it was a blockbuster trade. I want to know what you think about it. Now we got the NHL entry draft, so sim to the user pick. I'm not going to be trading away our draft picks. I am going to be using them. I think, do we have a first-rounder? I think we got a first-rounder. Hang on, we might not actually. Hell the way. No, we do. Okay, so good. We got a first rounder. The guy who was taken before us was a top 4 defenseman, so there is some light. We might be able to find someone here. Okay, let me do my reading. Let me read this the way I know how. Any exact top 4 potential defensemen, bottom 6, bottom 6. Okay, so there's nothing that is a guarantee here. You know, this Albelin guy looks like the best bet. Bottom 6 grinder, he's the top of the list. High, hang on, bottom 6, AHL top 4, 7 defenseman. Nah, you know what? I think this guy would be the best bet to try for. AHL, I think he'd be a medium top 9 grinder. 18, left hand, you know what? Yeah. I could use some depth guys. Where do you have all the skill up front? So you know what? What's his first name? Kim Albelin from Sweden. Medium elite, not medium elite, a medium top 9 grinder, please. Medium top 9, medium top 9, medium top, low top 9, fuck! Well, not the greatest, boys. Sim to the user pick. This might not be the greatest NHL entry draft. What do we spend all of our time scouting? It was defenseman, right? Yeah, damn it. All right, so the 24th pick in the second round, the Colorado Avalanche. Who are we going to select here? Sauer, bottom 6. That would probably be a medium top 9, but I got burned with that last time. You know what, Bure, 7th defenseman. That would probably. There's a lot of bottom 6. You know what? I'm gonna go for this. Valerie Bure. I'm gonna guess his first name is Valerie. Yeah, I called it. Valerie Bure, offensive defenseman. He's 17, high 7th. If that's a medium top 6, I'll take it. Be medium top 6. Be medium top 6. Be medium top 6. Damn it, low top 6. I keep getting slapped with these low potential players. There's a silver lining. Sometimes the low potential players have the higher overalls. Like they're already ready to go in the AHL. Hopefully, anyways. Grinder, AHL. All right, let's just see here. What do we got? 7 defenseman. Ooh, here we go. You know what? AHL top 2 defenseman right here. Zucker. This might be medium. He's going in the 4th round. Oh, but this guy's also. You know what? I'll save Zucker for the next pick. I'll grab this guy right now. Pitkanen. There you go. 7D, man. Come on. Medium top 6. Low top 6 again. The Colorado Avalanche, man. I'm getting hit with this plague right now. All right, so again in the 3rd round, I'm going to pick up that other defenseman that we saw. Hang on a second here. Yeah. AHL, low top 2. Offensive defenseman. Come on, medium top 6. Medium top 6. Medium top 6. Low top 6. Everything has been a low top 9 or low top 6 in this freaking draft. I better be getting some draft picks who are already in the 70s and who can help out the AHL squad this year. Bottom 6 enforcer. You know what? I'm just going to do this because this is badass. Grand Pierre, baby. Marc Grand Pierre. Right wing enforcer. This guy can come up and play as a depth player for us. There it is. Marc Grand Pierre. Let's see. Low bottom 6. Medium bottom 6. All right, I'll take it. All right, so the 4th round pick goes to Marc Grand Pierre. 7th defenseman. We're still in the 4th round. It looks like I might be able to find some players still. Hang on. Yeah, bottom 6 sniper, McBride. You know what? I'm just going to grab him up. If it's a medium bottom 6, there it is. Medium bottom 6. Not too shabby. You know what? And we're at this point. I'm just going to sim the entire draft now. I don't think I'm going to find anything in the 5th, 6th, or 7th rounds. All right, so didn't seem like we acquired any draft picks that knocked the socks off of this team where we're like, whoa, that was a diamond in the rough. But it was the trade. It was all about the blockbuster trade. Now, I will do the re-sign stage. We have a lot of big contracts, man. I hope I can get everyone signed. We got Nolan Patrick. We got all those defensemen. I'm hoping that I can give a smaller contract to guys like Tyson Bear. Derek Pouliot's going to want an increase. But let's see here. Yeah, Nolan Patrick. All right, Cam Fowler's at $8 million. We got Adam Henrique at $8 million still for another season. It'll be worth it though for next year. And it seems like 3 years is our. Yeah. We got everyone on the 3-year deal. We got to get that Stanley Cup in the next 3 years, man. We're gonna have this team's gonna blow up after 3 years. So let me go through everything, and I will re-sign. I will show you the rookies when we get back. Hang on. Okay, so I just sent out the first wave of contracts. We got the players that we know are part of the future back on the team, including Nolan Patrick, but we didn't give a single contract longer than 3 years. That is the window for us to be able to stack this team and win a Stanley Cup. After 3 years, guys like Nolan Patrick, Jonathan Drouin, Nathan McKinnon, Maxime Comtois, he's still on his minor league deal, but these guys up here, they're going to be getting big time upgrades, and we're not going to be able to hand out the $8 million to Cam Fowler, the $8 million to Adam Henrique, who's still got one more year, but that'll turn into a good contract next year, right? So we got a 3-year window to win that Stanley Cup. So we got the players back, but if you look at the bottom, we're just under $5 million of cap space available, and there's no way we can get everyone back on this team. So we're going to have to decide what to do here, okay? So first off, our backup goaltender, Pavlik. How long has he been here now with us? 2 years? Forget if it's been 2 years. I know he helped us out big time this year, though. His save percentage was fantastic. I don't think I can bring him back, though. He wants 1.75. I mean, it's not horrible. But also, if you remember DePenta, he had 2 games played in the NHL season this year, our medium elite goaltender. It might be time for him to have backup numbers the entire year, right? And then we can also let Olivier Rodrigue start in the AHL. So I don't think Pavlik needs to come back. If you look at defense, we got Cam Fowler, we got Tyson Barrie, Travis Sanheim, Derek Pouliot, Ryan Merkley. Ryan Murray down here, he ain't happy with us. I didn't even realize that happened. Now that's kind of an issue because I wanted him back on the team. The only thing is I don't want to give him like a 3-year deal like everyone else if he's going to continue to drop off, right? If he continues to drop, that's going to be shit. So what we can do with Ryan Murray is, I don't want to give him the 1-year deal either because I don't have the cap. I'll probably have to give him more than what he wants just to get him back here. So what I'm going to do with Ryan Murray is I'm going to release him. Boom. I'm going to save up the money that would have been used on a contract for Ryan Murray, and I'm going to test the free agent waters to replace him. Now that Derek Pouliot is going to be playing on the bottom 6, first line power play, but bottom 6, I could use a right-handed defensive defenseman or a right-handed two-way defenseman with good defensive stats to play alongside of Pouliot instead of the left-handed Ryan Murray, okay? So we have just released Ryan Murray, and that is everyone else. Here are all the prospects that we drafted. No one spectacular. 60s with low top 6 potential, okay? We still have Carlson, Karpatsev, and Emlin who are playing in the AHL. Will they get a grow? I don't know. Right wingers, let's see here. Jonathan Drouin, Poirier. I got all these guys back. Fontaine, Kuhnackel, Shaw. These guys are all on 2-way deals just for injuries for the next season. McBride and Grand Pierre, those were the 2 draft picks. McBride's not bad. 18 years of age, 65, but medium bottom 6 potential. That's not great. Left wingers, we got Maxime Comtois. He's going to get a big boy contract next year. Travis Konechny, he's 2 years left, which is good. JT Compher, he's got the 4 years left, so he's definitely trade bait in that last year, which is why I gave him that year amount. Now we got Marcus Foligno, Joseph Cramarosa that we still have to sign. Here are these guys down here. Jack, what the hell was that? Shit, I thought I heard something outside my door. Okay, where was I? Yeah, these 2 guys down here. Now they got shit potential. We don't have to worry about them. And then centers, Nolan Patrick, 6.5. Nathan McKinnon, 6.3. Adam Henrique, $8 million. We got Frederic Gauthier back for 3 years. Clayton Keller back for another 3 years. Tyson Jost is still on a 2-way deal. I wanted to save some money right there. Okay, so actually, looks like the only players that we need to sign would be Foligno and Cramarosa. I thought I might have to sign. That's it. You know, I gotta leave money for defense and free agency. So how much do these guys want? I'm gonna have to say no to the goaltender. Oh, 1.7. You know what? I can do that for you. Yeah, I could do that for you. And then, I could do that for both of these guys. All right, so, yeah, Marcus Foligno is a 4th liner. He's got to come back. I'm only going to give him a one-year deal. I got to save some money here. 1.650 for Foligno. And Cramarosa, I wouldn't mind back for 1 year. There you go. I'll give him, because he's angry with me, 1 year, 2-way at $0.925 million. All right, there you go. That's all that taken care of. Yep. And then goaltenders, we're going to drop Pavlik. Yeah. It's kind of a retool year. We got 3 years left with everyone under this contract, including Jean-Luc Picard. You can see the way I've been building this team. We got 3 years left, but in that 3-year term, you know, the first year, let's use that first year to help grow some younger players like our goaltenders, DePenta and Rodrigue, okay? So that's everything taken care of. We still have But we're going to have to sign, what's his name? Foligno and Cramarosa. Let's just make sure those guys come back. And once those guys are back, we'll go into free agency, try to find the replacement for Ryan Murray. We'll simulate the preseason. I'll show you guys what the lines look like. And then we can go from the, ooh, Joseph Cramarosa offer rejected. I've decided to reject a contract renewal. I'm not too happy being on this team anymore. Yeah, he didn't get too much ice time last year. All right, well, I won't re-sign him then. Marcus Foligno has returned, which is good news for us. Cramarosa, should I? No, you know what? I already gave him the max two-way deal. It would be such a pain in the ass if I gave him a 1 mil one-way deal, and then all of a sudden that defenseman that I want to sign in free agency is like just out of reach. So you know what? I'm going to say no to you. There you go. We already have some depth. We can play our young guns for depth this year. We can even bring up that enforcer. All right, so that's all that taken care of. That's the goaltenders taken care of. We have just under $4 million of cap space, which should be enough for a right-handed bottom six defense, if there is one. There should be one though. At this point in the season, at this point in the universe, there should. I mean, every free agency, the way I've edited the rosters, there's a lot of good players, and there's a lot of rookies who get good as well. There's a lot of money to be shipped out, so there's always players available in free agency, okay? So, sign free agents. We just need one player, boys. We're not going to spend too much time here. All right, so, ooh, damn, there's some good ones in here. Damn, the Philadelphia Flyers let Braden Shen go, so it's going to be Couturier and what's his name? Rantanen on that second line. You got Kreider in there. Both of these guys want $7 million. No way. Kuznetsov, Pacioretty is back out there again. All right, so let's go to defenseman. Yes, let's see who is available. Okay, so we got Carl Alsner. We got Cholowitsky, Schuster, Franzen, Scandella, Jared Cowan, Hamonic, Gardner. Okay, so all these guys down here. Dan Girardi. Ooh, maybe some poise. Dan Girardi, hang on a second. 36. Let me just take a look at this defensive category. 36. No, I could do better than that. Hang on a second here. It doesn't have to be a right-handed defenseman. I could always go back with, Murray. Where is Ryan Murray, by the way? Is he still 80 overall? Did he stay at 80 overall? Or is he Ryan Murray all the way? He's 85. Ooh, so he was 85 overall, boys. Can I give him a contract? Let's see. 3 years. I can only offer you that much. No, he wants a real contract. No, I can't give... why is he all the way down there? When I sort by overall, he drops all the way down there. I guess that's a glitch. So damn, man, that sucks that I wasn't able to bring back Ryan Murray. Should have gave him a contract, but whatever. Okay, so what else can I get in here? Carl Alsner, let's see. No, I'm not going to be able to sign any of these guys. It's got to be somebody less than... There you go. Cody Franson. Let's see. Cody Franson, offensive defenseman. No, not putting an offensive defenseman next to Derek Pouliot. Marco Scandella, defensive defenseman. There you go. There you go. How much does he want? 3 years. Yeah, I could do that. Jared Cowan. No. Travis Hamonic. That would be great. Travis Hamonic, but he wants 5. What if I mess around with the years? Can that come down or go up at all? Nah. That won't work out. Jake Gardner, two-way defenseman. No. Ryan Sproul, right-handed. No. Namath is okay. So I think the guy that would work out of this list would be Marco Scandella. You get that defensive defenseman. His defensive awareness is at 85, shot blocking 86, stick checking 87. I don't want to commit too much money to this guy. So how much do I have? 3.9. I am a contender now, so I don't have to give that much to him. 1 year, 2 years. Yeah, I'll give him a 1 year deal. Yeah, 1 year deal at, how much can I go up? 3.95, 3.96. All right, so I'll go to 1 year, 3.850. Now, if I can't find the defenseman in free agency here, it's not the end of the world. I can always trade for one, or I can always try to play one of our young guns. There are some defensemen that I can make a push for. I mean, there's guys that I could certainly pick up. Yeah. I won't go too crazy here if I don't get this defenseman. All right, so we're just gonna try to go Scandella. If that doesn't happen, we'll get to preseason and we'll see what's available, and then I can just make that trade. Marco Scandella. All right, so we got Scandella to sign a 1 year deal. The only bad thing about the Scandella signing is that he's left-handed. So our top six, or bottom six rather, is going to have Derek Pouliot and Scandella, a defensive defenseman and a offensive defenseman on the bottom six. one left-handed, or both left-handed, I should say. Hopefully it doesn't impact the simulation in a negative way. So that's all the off-season acquisitions we are going to do, boys. I want to show you what the roster looks like now. So let's jump to preseason. So here we go. Year number 5, preseason. The time where the Colorado Avalanche need to really start taking things seriously. We only have a 3-year time frame to get this thing done. After that, the roster is going to be blown up. So let's see what this team looks like and see if we are truly a Stanley Cup contender. All right, first off, goaltenders. Now, Jean-Luc Picard, 86 overall. That's not good. I don't know why he's dropped off. He is exact elite, and he's only 28 years of age, so hopefully that goes back up. And our backup this year, Gabriel DePenta, our medium elite goaltender. So we'll see. His role is still listed as a minor league starting goaltender. Maybe it's not the right decision to have him up as a backup. This is why we're not simulating at all this video, boys. This is where you guys come in. And in the system, we got Olivier Rodrigue, who is listed as a other goalie. So it actually may be beneficial to have Rodrigue and DePenta as a starter backup for the AHL squad this year. If not, you guys let me know. Defensively, okay, in the system, well, I got to bring up Ryan Merkley, who is an 86. Okay, so we're seeing some growth out of Ryan Merkley. He's not like Nolan Patrick or that first year who was just untouchable. But what was it? The first year he was 79. Last year he was 83, 84. This year he's 86. And I imagine over the course of the year he jumps up to an 87. He's on the brink of breaking out, boys. His role is a top 4 defenseman, and I like his individual stats. The only thing holding him back is that physical category. Everything else is up there. So Ryan Merkley, welcome to the show. So we got Fowler, Sanheim, Barry, Pouliot, Merkley, and now Scandella in the system. All right, those are all those guys. We'll worry about that later. I'll take on the AHL squad in between videos. You guys don't need to worry about that. Maxime Comtois is at 90 overall. That's good. So I'll send him over there. I'm not going to worry about injury players, depth players. We'll take care of all of that. In the meantime, I just want to show you guys what the 18-man roster would look like, okay? So that looks like everything to me. Let's go to edit lines. Let's go best lines and see what the lineup looks like. And you guys can tell me if we need to make any trades or not. So the first line, now, let me just, if we're going to do what we did last year, right? Maxime Comtois alongside of Nolan Patrick, and Mikko Rantanen is now gone. It's going to be Travis Konechny on that first line, okay? He's not a sniper. He's a playmaker. His defensive awareness is up there at 86, but his passing is at 90. And like I said, the power forwards act as snipers sometimes. And Nolan Patrick has proved he can get goals. So now we got 2 guys who can pass him the puck. Maxime Comtois passing at 90. Offensive awareness 94. Konechny passing at 90, okay? So both of these guys can feed Nolan Patrick. On the second line, JT Compher played last year with Jonathan Drouin and Nathan MacKinnon, and he had 50 points, okay? Not a bad season, but the reason I'm putting him back there is he didn't stop MacKinnon and Drouin from having great season. MacKinnon had a 34-goal season, 68 points, and Jonathan Drouin had 25 goals, 72 points. So as long as they're getting power play time, JT Compher can be a useful player on that line. Same thing with Travis Konechny. So we don't have Rantanen. That's where you downgrade to Konechny, right? But we still got that great third line, Clayton Keller, Adam Henrique, and Tyson Jost. And then Emile Poirier, Frederic Gauthier, and Marcus Foligno. So the lineup is exactly the same, just Rantanen out, Konechny in. So we're weaker offensively, but we're stronger defensively. Because now we got Cam Fowler with Tyson Barrie. All right, the 2 veterans. Travis Sanheim, there's the new acquisition. 87 overall, 2-way defender. And I like his passing up there at 91, offensive awareness 88, okay? And his shot blocking 89, stick checking 88. And he's going to play alongside of Ryan Merkley, who's 86. And then on the bottom 6, you got Derek Pouliot and Scandella. And don't worry about Derek Pouliot not getting ice time. Like I said, look at that defensive category. It's a little bit weak, so I don't want him getting a lot of 5-on-5 ice time. Also, Scandella can help him out. But when it comes to the power play, what's his name? We'll get Derek Pouliot up there alongside of Ryan Merkley, okay? We'll just stack that first line with, like, Nolan Patrick, Nathan MacKinnon, and Jonathan Drouin, and then we'll go, like, Adam Henrique, Maxime Comtois and like Clayton Keller, okay, or Tyson Just. So we can really load up Derek Pouliot there on the special teams. So that defensive core looks very nice now, boys, and we can still see growth out of Merkley, okay? Even if every other defender, all 5 guys, stays the same, if Merkley all of a sudden turns into a 90, that's looking very nice. And the goaltender, Jean-Luc Picard and DePenta. So, boys, you let me know what we should do. There are tons of options here. If you guys think that we should make a trade, a defenseman, a forward, anything, let me know, because that first-round pick we can certainly move away. We have 2 goaltenders of the future, and we're eventually going to have to move one, Olivier Rodrigue and Gabriel DePenta, and both of those guys had sizable trade values, right? So not only does this team look better defensively, but we still have assets that we can use to acquire those final pieces come trade deadline. So boys, let me know what you think of the Year 5 Colorado Avalanche. Of course, let me know what you think about that blockbuster deal. I'm sure there's going to be tons of people who disagree with letting go of Mikko Rantanen, but we'll see how Travis Sanheim and Travis Konechny play this year. All right, boys? So let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Be sure to check out our website, 2bcsports.com, where the hockey talk continues. Find myself and others in the live interactive chat, or dive into the active forums to talk about sports and gaming. You can also find us on Twitch, where the live streams come to life.